Same as before, this is essentially your mute switch. Okay? And then this, so this part, can I? Yes, do it. So try to have this more so it's there. Okay. So that this one you can have in one here. Okay. This here. Yep. And then this one not because it's going to get annoying. Okay. Right? So you don't, this metal parts don't really hit your head so much. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. And we're on this part here? Yeah. Can you hear Terry? No. You might not be talking. Just turn that off right now. And I'll unmute you if you're ready to go.
I think we are back.
Or yeah, you unmute yourself, yes. Okay.
Well, I'm assuming that I'm back. Certainly the video is.
By the way, you gotta do that.
We are into co-ed. This is the portion of the tournament where for the rest of it we are going to have mixed men's and women on the teams. We've got Hug Thugs and Bam facing each other here. Hug Thugs being a team with Megan Kay, Jessica McInnes, Carrie-Anne Biron, Martin Dutil, Maxime Cloutier, Paul Laking, Sean Farron, and Vincent Pham. That is the team on the far side. On the near side, we've got Bam with Alex Havers, Stefan Trudeau, Torin McNeil, Daniel Holzer, Lily Lau, Bill Wilmot, and Jen Woodley.
And hi, Terry. It's Emily Clark joining you live from Calgary. Thanks for keeping it warm for me here. Happy to be here.
Yeah, this is the first time we've ever appeared on, well, mic together, I guess.
Right. Very much looking forward to it. Giving Mitch a break for the day. He's been working real hard.
Yeah, dealing with some logistical production issues as he is our expert for, so
absolutely
always appreciated.
So two really strong teams here today, coming out of the gate quick, and we're seeing a pretty fast game. Lots of balls flying, lots of big hits.
Yeah, it looks like, and I think a lot of these players know each other fairly well, so some good friendly rivalry as well.
Absolutely. And I don't know if it's been mentioned yet, but these teams just came off of playing in the women's and men's divisions, so they are nice and tired, but certainly warm and ready to put on a really good show.
I think pretty much everyone playing co-ed is also doing men's or women's as appropriate, I think.
Absolutely. And so the morning was men's and women's play, and now we're going to see how that translates into co-ed.
Yeah, do you have a prediction for this match?
Well, you know, Hug Thugs team is made up of a lot of my local friends from Winnipeg, so I would be remiss if I didn't say that I think Hug Thugs are going to take this one.
That's fair. That's fair. I always feel like I'm not going to make a prediction as a commentator overall, but I think just based on the players that I recognize, that'd be my guess as well, but who knows?
Yeah, definitely.
They are up.
Some quite good teams here.
Yeah, they do have the 1-0 lead right now. And Bam, gonna try and scrap for the point themselves. Which I guess, yeah, we've got some good representation from all over Canada on the court right now.
And I have to apologize, I got that backwards. Bam has my Winnipeg teammates.
I was just looking at the names again. I was like, wait a minute.
Who's from Winnipeg there?
Yeah, tracking down that one. Or did she? I don't think she came down with it, did she? Right, we are looking at Bam taking the shot from center court. Counter throw. Also taking out a player. So now Bam's still with the player edge, but that was a 1-for-1.
Yep, and looking at a 3-on-3 game now, which is always nice. Gives you a little bit more space on the court to move around and makes the game take on a whole different feel than when you have more players on.
Yeah, a lot of space to operate.
Yeah, almost a catch there from Daniel Hoser, but not quite able to close that round out. Hug Thugs goes up another point.
Yeah, so good pace in this one. Considering you just mentioned that they were all potentially good and tired, they've certainly been able to keep the energy going here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be excited to see how everybody feels tomorrow after the first full game of tournament play for most of us since 2020.
Yeah, but the beginning of 2020.
Yes.
I know I'd played in Ontario Provincials in February and maybe a couple more league games after that, and that's been it.
Yep, I was 4 league games in to back on the court when we showed up this morning to play women's, so certainly is a challenge, but these teams seem equal to it.
How's your team doing so far?
You know, we're doing really well. I play on Rainbow Thunder, and we came here to, finish with a really good standing. So I think we've set ourselves up well for that. And going into tomorrow, we should see, hopefully we'll see a strong finish in the playoffs. So.
Well, best of luck to you.
Thank you. The ball coming my way here. Make myself part of the action. Back here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, I guess if they aim for, I think that's Paul. Oh no, sorry, that's not Paul in the corner.
We've got Trudeau over there, Stéphane Trudeau, and if you aim for Stéphane Trudeau, you got to aim high. So it's likely you'll see some balls sailing over because our team here has quite a few tall players.
You're not encouraging people to go for the headshot, but you're just saying he ends up going low pretty often.
Yeah, he goes low, and also he's a big catcher. So if you put something right into Stéphane Trudeau's midsection, he's definitely going to catch it. So certainly not encouraging a headshot, but there's that catch that I was saying.
Yeah, well grabbed. Yeah, often on those catchers, you either have to go for, I find, like the shins or the shoulders. Mm-hmm. Just kind of make it hard for them to actually get their hands closed on the ball. So.
Absolutely. And a high reach, something, look over your left or right shoulder that makes you turn your body a little bit. It doesn't allow you to put the mass of your body behind it to stop it. It's really important.
And so we've got it close. Bam getting themselves on the board. Just a minute or so left in this first half. I always love the convincing fakes, no matter who they come from.
Yeah, it's always really good. There's nothing quite like the feeling when you know you've been faked out by a really awesome pump fake. It feels, really, really great and really bad all at the same time.
I would agree with that.
It's hard to be mad about it when their fake was so good that they had you completely convinced and you hit the ground.
Got those Hug Thugs throwing onto Real Wilmot. They do take him out.
He's looking for a catch there, but wasn't able to pull it off.
Now just hanging out on the other side of the net.
He had to slide under to grab a ball there. Oh, and that hit lands. They were looking for a pop-up, but not able to make that catch on the Hug Thugs. And so Bam, I think, is up a player now, heading into our first sudden death of the round.
Yeah, it's always nice to get one elimination, just make those odds a bit more, well, I was going to say a bit more even, but I think you're right. There's, it looks 5-on-5. Yeah.
So, of course, as always, no blocking in sudden death, but catches do count for re-entry, which makes things way harder because a lot of these teams rely quite heavily on their excellent blocking.
Yeah, it's always hard in the moment. Oh, there's a nice catch, though.
Catch from Daniel Hoser, I believe. Yep.
Hoser, who did really well on the men's side when we were able to see him earlier today on stream.
Fun fact about Daniel Hoser is that he drove out to this tournament from Winnipeg, so they had a 14-hour car ride yesterday. Then piled that on with a full men's game round this morning, and now they're back. So He's superhuman.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. And of course, that catch bringing Real back in.
We see Real quick on his feet. Meanwhile, Hug Thug's going to try and extend their lead, but it's going to be a little harder. You get the 1-for-1 at least.
Landing a couple, I didn't actually see the hit. It looked like that it didn't land on the Hug Thugs player, but maybe a hair hit there, so good honesty.
Yeah, good shot there. Actually, I couldn't see who that is who threw it on the left side for. You know, seeing that's McInnes, who just got knocked out as well.
Sorry, I'm trying to find myself a ball here. I'm back in the game. But my mic was attached, so I couldn't quite reach it. There we go. Bam. Tying it up. And 2-2 going into the second half.
It's true. You've got that extra dimension to deal with of actually being at the venue, having potentially some balls flying your way, whereas I'm just comfortably sitting at home in Toronto, just, less immersive, but I have less to deal with too.
A little bit safer, yeah. The good news is that my eyes are on the game, so as long as I'm paying attention and doing my job, I should be safe. Although, there is another game going on just to the other side of me, so I could get a cross-court hit to the face.
There are so many ways that you could be hit here, so.
Absolutely.
But that is one of those things I appreciate about the foam balls. Like, it doesn't feel great to get hit with them, but even if you get blindsided with them, it rarely hits hard enough to do damage.
Yeah, it rings your bell a little bit, but you're not going to break your nose probably. Wow, what a throw from number 3 there. And she's looking for a hit, but instead, a big catch.
I think that's Karine Biron, who starred for Canada in Cancun in 2019. Although I almost feel like that was a taste of her own medicine. She did so well getting catches for Canada, and she just managed to get caught point blank there by a really good grab from the band player.
Nothing to sneeze at. She's got an incredibly hard and powerful throw, so at point blank range like that, I'm guessing he felt that catch all the way through to his spinal cord.
Yeah. It's always interesting too, because if you do put that spot into the middle of a player, it almost doesn't matter how hard you throw it, because a lot of people very adept at just kind of absorbing that ball.
Yeah, you sort of just fold in, and if you've played long enough, your reaction to kind of almost wrap your arms around it, kind of like a hug around the ball. You should have it if it's coming straight on at you anyway.
Great staggered timing there from the Hug Thugs.
We got 3 balls per side here. The Shagger trying to get that ball in, but there we go. Nice block.
And that one. No, apparently not a block.
Again, great honesty there. This tournament is, of course, refereed by players, so it's all volunteer refs from other teams. And I can tell you from experience that just because you're a dodgeball player doesn't make you a great ref. So
That's true.
it sure is great to have players playing honest and clean games.
Yeah, it definitely helps reffing if you've played. Ooh, nice cross court and a catch. Wow.
Yes.
But I know what you mean. When I started reffing, like, being a player, I think helps you know a bit of what to look for and where to follow the action. But reffing is definitely different, and I feel like you have to cultivate that skill set as well by just kind of doing it a bit more, being willing to figure out what you missed, like how you could have caught it, or whatever.
I wrapped the game this morning, and I certainly found myself being caught up in just watching the action. And so that's something I need to work on as a ref. But thankfully, again, everyone in this tournament is really honest and wonderful players. So my lack of skills didn't hurt everything too badly.
It looks like we've got President Dwayne as one of the refs there. Is that?
Yep.
Is that right? It's just
President
So he's not just the WDBF head executive, not just a player, also a referee.
Yeah, WDBF and Canadian or Dodgeball Canada. So he wears a lot of hats.
Get that man a hat rack. Nice shot.
Yep, big hit there. Looking for a
believe
block,
that's-
McInnes, but unable to land it.
I think that's Maxime Cloutier, just wearing a
Cloutier.
McInnes jersey.
Wearing a McInnes jersey.
Yeah. Because we do have Jessica McInnes in there as a teammate, so maybe just sharing the jerseys around. This is always hard when you don't totally know all the players and they're wearing jerseys with flat out different names.
Other people's numbers, yeah.
Yeah. So we're learning, but nice shots.
Nice counter
Bams.
shots from Real. Oh, looks like it bounced. And we've got Hug Thugs coming up to the line. Some serious firepower at that line there. I would have been worried if I was Bam in that scenario. But they've got the advantage, players and balls at this point. So.
Always annoying to try and corral that ball just in the middle.
Yeah.
Nobody's hand, but they're able to get it, draw out a throw or two as well. Shot toward McInnes takes her at Biral, though I think hit out her target as well.
Yep. Yeah, she was looking for that that catch. And in most cases, I think you would see McInnes go for a dive there, but she would have dove right out of bounds, so no point in hurting yourself.
Oh, nice. Biral again, just kind of
snipe from the corner.
Knocking people down, yeah.
Yeah, line them up and knock them down. She's got that accuracy and that speed, so. They might be down to only 2 players, but certainly the 2 players that they have are still going to be a very significant difficulty to Bam closing out this round.
Trying that drop curve toward Biral there, but she reads it well, doesn't overreact. And arms her teammate as well. They are coming up together.
Nice dodge. That accuracy from Biron was right on point, but Bam was able to get out of the way. And a trade, 1 for 1.
Right, you have to think this favors Bam at the moment, but obviously Biron no slouch.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, it's hard to say with with Biron on the court. I honestly would not be comfortable calling this one. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, we see that shot from Holzer taking out Biral, and I think that evens it out again. I think it's 3s.
I think so. My screen has been co-opted by the man in charge, so I haven't been following. I haven't been upping the score there. Oh no, 4-2 now. Bam takes 4-2.
All right. Yeah, thankfully we've got the back and forth, but thankfully we've got people right nearby who can clarify the scores for us if needed.
Absolutely. Might be dangerous to sit here, but at least I can ask somebody who's right in the action.
All right, we have Megan McKay as well out on the court, who herself does quite a lot of volunteering for Dodgeball Canada.
And we're down to the last 30 or 60 seconds of play here, so things are looking up for Bam. And of course now Hug Thugs is going to be looking to close out this point really quick so that they can go into the sudden death round, hoping to tie it up.
Yeah, we've had a couple of ties on court 1 so far today. Let's see if this turns into another. Got Dutil threatening, but with the last ball on side, I'd be surprised if he lets it go early. He does not.
Looking at the last 5 seconds here. Hug Thug's got to be looking about closing this point out. Not quite able to do it before the buzzer goes. So now we're going into sudden death. And Hug Thug is going to be looking to make this a 1-point differential instead of a 3.
Yeah, it's a little bit of pride on the line, but that's still important.
Yeah, they're going into this with quite a large advantage here in terms of numbers. So, I mean, who knows? It's hard to predict, but I would be surprised if we didn't see Hug Thugs close this one out. Oh, and there's Daniel Holzer with the catch.
That's going to make it harder, yeah.
Absolutely. He thought he was looking away, and that, he had time to make that throw across the court, but I'm going to go ahead and call that lucky, and Holzer can argue with me after if he wants to.
I think you were right. It looked like he was just reacting just as it got to him. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, McKay trying to be aggressive there and force the issue a bit, but hit out.
I think McKay saw an opening there with the BAM player looking away to strategize. And feeling confident in making a trade, but of course it didn't quite work out.
I think this is Fam as well as Biron. They connect. A little high. Fam saying sorry.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that one.
Right in the head. And words that shall not be repeated on Dodgeball live stream. And there we go. BAM closing it out to take a commanding win there. A commanding 5-2 win over Hug Thugs here on Court 1 in the first round of co-ed play.
And that's one where, as often happens, the score pretty solidly in BAM's favor, although it felt like a lot of those points were pretty close.
Yeah, absolutely. That definitely wasn't something that you could ever consider a blowout in any capacity.